What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final episode of visiting New York City. I only uploaded a couple of shorts and stuff on YouTube, but yeah, I didn't bring my GoPro out here. But I decided you have to record this last little bit because the rooftop finally opened at my cousin's place here. So the rooftop lounge is finally open. They have a nice little fireplace right there too. And yeah, got to end my New York trip on a super high note here. Getting to be on the rooftop. That's Times Square back there. My trip to New York, so it was fun. It was absolutely fun. Had so much of an experience here because my cousin and her husband live here, and that's kind of what I wanted, right? I wanted an experience of living here, right? Not just being a tourist. And so we did a lot of local type stuff. Went to like markets, went to like street fairs. We went to the museums and stuff. I know that's kind of touristy, the museums, but it's amazing how many locals still go to the museums. When you're local, like you get into the museums as like a member, and that's really exciting. So the American Natural History Museum was just everything I expected and more. I'm not super into art, but I went into the Met as well, and the Met was pretty cool to see how many artifacts they had. But yeah, my absolutely favorite thing about this trip was just feeling like a local, coming here and experiencing the city. We had a little bit of rain. It was pretty warm most of the time, like in the 80s. Kind of humid. That's the East River back there. That's the way I'll be going home. I'll be flying out of LaGuardia tomorrow. But yeah, just experiencing New York as a local, with locals, taking the subway, right? Going to Times Square, going shopping, eating at restaurants. It's unbelievable here. Would I trade it for California? I don't know. I still love California. Don't get me wrong. I miss home, but this is nice. And I think living at a slower place like Boulder Creek in the Santa Cruz Mountains, all this chaos around me, like I can ignore it. Like it doesn't bug me because I'm so used to being in a slow-paced environment that even all this fast-paced around me, like everybody walking everywhere and cars going everywhere and stuff, like I'm still just chill. Like it doesn't even bug me. So I really appreciate what the San Lorenzo Valley has done for me. And it makes me appreciate this stuff a lot too when I come out here because, this is something I don't have. I mean, yeah, I could go to Frisco, right? I could go to San Jose, but it's different out here in New York. It really is different. There's people like everywhere. There's not a spot you can go to that is empty. Central Park is this way, by the way. Central Park is a pretty cool man-made place. I think New York City absolutely needed something like Central Park, and the fact that they made something like that for the people that live here, it's a great thing for them to have so that they can unwind, they can relax. Go walk your dogs, you can ride your bikes, you can hang out and chill. It's yeah, Central Park's amazing. Does it smell as good as the San Lorenzo Valley? Of course not, because I'm up with redwoods. There's less people, and the air's clean. We got the ocean breeze and stuff. But they have a nice Atlantic breeze here too. Like right now, when I'm up here on this rooftop, like the breeze is very nice. It's very cool. The humidity during the day kind of sucks, but yeah, but it's okay, you know. Yeah, unbelievable. If you guys haven't checked out my IG or Facebook, go ahead and check it out. I posted up a bunch of pictures on there. You know, I didn't get to do a lot of recording just because, like, I was just enjoying the city, you know. So many times we're living behind the screen of our phone, right? And you don't just get to enjoy and experience it. And I try to do that a lot now, where, you know, I'll snap some pictures here and there, right? But a lot of times I'm just taking it all in and just appreciating what my eyes see and keeping it as a memory, you know. And I think people need to do that more, because as I'm walking around New York City, like, everybody's behind their phone, you know. And like, I know that's normal nowadays, but how about we normalize just experiencing it with our own eyes and not behind a phone. Yeah, so that's why I didn't get to record anything, and I didn't want to record anything until right now, until my last night before I leave tomorrow. I have a 3-hour layover in Chicago, and then I'll be home by 6 p.m. California time, so it'll be a pretty long flight. My flight leaves at 10:55 New York time. Remember, New York's 3 hours ahead of California time, so yeah, I'll be on the plane pretty long. But then I gain, you know, some of those hours back because I'm flying against the time. So yeah, can't wait to get home. But yeah, it's kind of a bitter sweet end to my New York trip, because I really like it here, but at the same time I'm also ready to head home. But New York was great. Shout out to my cousin Susie and her husband Bob. They were great hosts. Their 2 little boys they have are so cute, and you know, it was so much fun to finally meet them and meet Bob. And I haven't seen Susie in like forever, so that was really cool to be with them again. Yeah, this is a trip I will not forget, and I will have to come back soon, because I didn't get a chance to go to Jersey or the Bronx or anything like that, but next time, you know. But yeah, alright you guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining this episode of Spicy Adventures. Peace.